Welcome to HSNC University Admission Desk, where the student will be able to apply for their admission application form. They can apply for their post-graduation college forms. The student has to log in to https://hsncu.admissiondesk.org to complete the admission application form. On the home page, students will be able to check the HSNC University issued circular for admission process, dates and timings of the merit list. They will also be able to check the instructional and application process video, and they can download the instructional manual which will guide them to complete the admission form. Let us now understand the process of registration. The applicant will have to click on the registration tab on the right-hand side of the pane. The system will redirect them to registration page wherein they need to input the required details such as name as per mark sheet, contact number, email address and admission type. Name should be exactly same as on the mark sheet because the same name will be displayed in the application form as well. Students have to be very careful while updating the name, as once the name is entered, the applicant will not be able to make any changes in any circumstances. Then the student will have to input their active mobile number and email address and have to ensure that these contact details are accessible, as all the communication from the university will be sent across on this email address. Student will receive the PIN and serial number on this registered contact details. Post that, the student will have to select the admission type from the drop-down. The admission type will be PG postgraduate or masters. Please note, selecting incorrect admission type will lead to rejection of application, and also this selection cannot be changed. Once the student selects the appropriate admission type, they need to go through the terms and condition and agree to it, and after that they need to click on Pay Now. The student will be redirected to Payment Gateway page where they need to enter all the required details such as billing name, complete address and contact details. Post that, student will have to select the payment mode to make the payment. Student will be able to see the payable amount on the right-hand side of the page. Once the admission fee payment is done successfully, the student will get the PIN and serial number on their registered contact details. PIN number will be case sensitive and it has to be kept confidential. Once the PIN number is received on registered email address and contact number, they need to click on the login button on the right-hand side of the page. We hope this video was helpful for you in understanding the registration process. In the next video, you will understand more about login and application form process. The process of application form is divided in 4 parts: personal information, educational details, upload documents and selection of preferences. To start the admission process, you need to click on the Apply tab on the right-hand side of the screen, or the student can click on Admission Process, which is on the left-hand side of the pane. Also, please check if you are on the correct patch as you are applying for postgraduate. Input the PIN number which you have received on your registered email address and contact number. You can copy the PIN number from your email and paste it here for your convenience to avoid mistakes. Now input the first and last name. Please spell check the name before proceeding ahead. Now input name should be exactly as per the latest examination mark sheet. If any discrepancy is found, then application will be rejected. Applicants need to input their personal details like parents' first name, gender, date of birth, blood group, Aadhaar details, religion, learning disability, caste category, nationality and place of birth. Under the admission category, kindly check all the options available in the drop-down. The merit list will be prepared based on the category selected by you. The applicants are required to upload the relevant document based on the option selected. Post that, the student needs to enter their ABC ID, that is Academic Bank of Credit. If the student does not have the ABC ID, they can click on the link given below. Continue with inputting the correspondence address along with the correct PIN code. Once the PIN code is entered, the system will automatically fetch the city and state. If the permanent address is the same correspondence address, then select yes and proceed. Otherwise select no and input the permanent address. Now, the student has to enter their contact details, starting with their mobile number, followed by parent, guardian number, and then they have to select their family annual income from the drop-down. Kindly verify all the details, and if satisfied, then click on Save and Next to proceed ahead. Let us now understand the process for submitting education details. Let us begin by selecting the year for which they are filling the admission form by selecting the year from the drop-down. If they are seeking admission for fresh admission, then they will have to select first year. If the student is applying for lateral admission, then they will have to select second year. If the student is applying for law admission, they have to select third year. Now the student will have to enter their HSC details. They have to enter the marks obtained and out of total marks, and the system will auto-calculate the percentage. If the students have cleared their 12th grade under the grading system, then they can view the document PDF from grade conversion letter, and they can convert the grades to percentage and enter in the required fields such as grades and percentage. Now the student will have to update the undergraduate details. Here, the student will start the process by selecting yes or no if they are in-house student or not. If the student selects no, then they have to enter the college name from where they cleared their undergraduate, and if they select yes, they have to select the college name from the drop-down. Now the student has to select their qualification or course that they have completed from the drop-down. If the student selects others, they will have to manually enter the course name. Now the student will have to select the result status. If they are awaiting for their undergraduation results, then they need to select result awaited. If they have already received their undergraduation results, then they need to select pass. Here the students have to input more important details such as passing year, month and seat number. If you have cleared your undergraduation in the first attempt, then select 1. Here the applicant needs to input the undergraduation details. You need to enter the marks obtained out of total marks, and the system will auto-calculate the percentage. If the students have cleared their undergraduation under the grading system, then they can view the document PDF from grade conversion letter, and they can convert the grades to percentage and enter in the required fields such as grades and percentage. On the next step, if the student has appeared for their entrance exam for the post-graduation, then they can select the exam from the drop-down, or else they can select not appeared. Now, they have to select the entrance exam passing year from the drop-down. The last step will be to enter the entrance exam score. If the student does not hold any post-graduation degree currently, then they need to proceed ahead with Save and Next. If the students hold any post-graduation degree, then they need to click on Add and mention the details of that particular degree. Here, the student will start the process by selecting yes or no if they are in-house student or not. If the student selects no, then they have to enter the college name from where they cleared their postgraduate, and if they select yes, they have to select the college name from the drop-down. The student has to mention their qualification name or course that they have completed. Applicant will have to select the result status. If they are awaiting for their post-graduation results, then they need to select result awaited. If they have already received their post-graduation results, then they need to select pass. Here the students have to input more important details such as passing year, month and seat number. If you have cleared your post-graduation in the first attempt, then select 1, and if more than 1 attempts, then select accordingly from the drop-down. Here the applicant needs to input the post-graduation details. You need to enter the marks obtained out of total marks, and the system will auto-calculate the percentage. If the students have cleared their post-graduation under the grading system, then they can view the document PDF from grade conversion letter, and they can convert the grades to percentage and enter in the required fields such as grades and percentage. Before going ahead to the next step, please cross-verify all the information entered in the application form and click on Save and Next to proceed ahead to upload your documents. Now, let's understand how to upload the documents. To make the process easy, we have mentioned few instructions on the page. Kindly go through it carefully. The student will need their photograph, signature and undergraduation marksheet. To upload the documents, the student has to click on Choose File, then select the file and click on Upload. They have to upload all 3 documents. For the students whose results are awaited, they need to upload the 5th semester marksheet under the graduation marksheet tab. If the students have selected any particular caste, then they need to upload the caste certificate as well. Similarly, for the students who have selected learning disability, then they need to upload the supporting documents. If the student wants to check that they have uploaded the correct document, they can click on the I button to do so, and if they want to delete any document, then click on the bin icon. Once the student has uploaded and checked all the documents, they can click on Save and Next button to move on to the last step, which is selecting preferences. Now, let us understand how to select preferences and save it in your application admission form. Before we go ahead with the selection of preferences, kindly go through the instructions mentioned on the page to avoid any mistakes while selecting your college and program. Students will be able to search the colleges and courses as per their convenience. They can select the college from the drop-down under college name and click on Click here to search program, and all the programs which are available in the specific selected college will be displayed. Similarly, the student can select a particular program or course from the drop-down under course name, as per their choice. Now the student will have to click on Click here to search program, and all the colleges will be displayed offering that particular course. To select the college and courses as per their choice, they need to click on plus sign, and that particular course will be added as per their preferences. If the student wants to delete any particular college or course or program, then they can click on the delete option and that particular college will be deleted. Also, if they want to change their preferences chronology, then they can click on up arrow and down arrow and the preferences will be changed accordingly. Please note that merits are generated by the colleges and are based on the percentage achieved in the undergraduate results. Once all the details are cross-verified, they need to click on submit and the system will prompt if the student wants to submit the form yes or no. If they click on yes, then the application form will be submitted and they can download the registered form in PDF format. We hope this video was helpful to understand the admission application form process and hope to see you soon. If the student wants to make any changes in the preferences after submitting the form, they can log in with the same credentials and can click on the Add Preference tab to add more preferences to their admission application form. Please note, students can only add preferences, they won't be able to delete or change the sequence of the preferences. If they want to view their preferences, they can click on the View Preference tab and they will be able to see all the preferences that they have selected. Students can also download the application form by clicking on the Download Application Form tab. Remember, registration form will be mandatory at the time of physical document submission at the college. We hope this video was helpful to understand the admission application form process, and if you still have any queries, you can contact the support team on HSNC at admissiondesk.org.